What's going on, man? It's your boy Steelers Maniac back with another video for you guys, man. Today I'm coming with gonna be talking about the Steelers. My thoughts on what they should do in the draft next week. It's here, man. The 2017 NFL Draft is here. Another chance to get a franchise player or a player that maybe can go in the Hall of Fame. With these drafts, man, you never know. Could be a bust, could be a Hall of Famer. But hey man, let's get right to it, dude. First off, I think what our number one priority in this draft for our first round needs to be another pass rusher. Yeah, I know we need a quarterback, but we got Artie Burns and we have to wait and see what Senquez Golson is gonna give us because we drafted him I think 2 years ago and he hasn't played. He hasn't even played his first regular season game yet because he's been hurt. So, and I think the Steelers have high hopes on him. That's why we haven't addressed the quarterback position as of late. We got Artie Burns, and they just signed Ross Cockrell to a 1-year extension. A 1-year deal. So I think they like what they see in Senquez Golson. So we'll wait and see what happens with him. But yeah, otherwise, though, in the first round, I think what the Steelers need to look for is another pass rusher, man. I like Bud Dupree. Bud Dupree is going to be a good one for us, man. I see big things for Bud. But on the other side, we have James Harrison. James Harrison is a 40-year-old guy, and he's the leading sack player. I mean, he's the leading guy on our team with sacks, and he's 40 years old. That says a lot right there. That's a problem. And so I think, we need to be looking for a younger pass rusher because this is probably James Harrison's last year. I think T.J. Watt. A lot of talk has been about us taking him in the first round, and personally I like him. He's young. He's a little bit raw, but I think he has a lot of what's the word? A lot of potential, a lot of upside to him, because I think it was his first year last year playing DN or, outside linebacker, whichever one you want to call it. And he had a lot of sacks last year for his first time playing. That's why he a lot of, analysts or reporters, scouts are getting, first round draft picks for him, grades and stuff. So, I think they see a lot of upside in him. Also, man, a player that I think really, he just looks like a Steeler. He feels like a Steeler. The way he plays is like a Steeler. That would be Jabril Peppers from Michigan. I know he's a high risk guy of taking, because he didn't have an interception. I think he had like one interception at Michigan, and it's a high risk because he played so many positions in college, and they don't know what position he will play in the NFL. But I mean, man. For some reason, he just reminds me a lot of Troy Polamalu, man. When you watch him play, his love for the game, just the way he plays, the way he carries himself, man, he just reminds me of a lot of a Troy Polamalu type of player, man. He just looks like a Steeler, a guy that loves football. He plays it for the game. He plays it for the love. He doesn't play it for the money. A guy that doesn't care about what anybody says. He knows what he brings to the game, and he's going to prove the critics wrong. And that's what I love about Jabril Peppers, man. He's going to bring it every play, man. He truly, truly loves the game. And I think that's what, what these teams and really us as a Steelers organization have to look for in players are the ones that really, really, truly love football. Because, it's hard to find that in players, the ones that really, really, truly love the game, and they play it because of that. They don't play it because, I'm going to get this money, I'm going to get this fame and celebrity and all that stuff. They play it really for the love of the game. If they didn't get paid, they would still play it. Those are the ones you got to look for, man, and I see that a lot in Jabril Peppers, man. He might be gone before before our pick comes up, but reports are out there that, man, the Steelers really love this guy, and I really hope that he falls to us, because if he does, I strongly believe that we will take him, man. He just has something written about him, about just Steelers, man. I don't know, I just feel it. He just looks like a Steeler, man. Another player that I really like for us to draft, probably second roundish, is the cornerback from Connecticut, man. I know his first name is Obi, but his last name is is hard to pronounce. If anybody knows his last name, please correct me if I'm wrong. But it's Obi. It's like Obi Kanavushu or something like that. I know his first name is Obi. I know that it's Obi, and he's from Connecticut, man. He played with Byron Jones, man. He's a big cornerback, man. I think like 6'3", 6'2" quarterback, cornerback. He played with Byron Jones, who is safety for the Dallas Cowboys now, and he put up big numbers at the combine, man. It really his draft stock really went up after the combine because people were like, yo, who is this kid? You know, he's tall, putting up crazy numbers at the combine. You know, and I think it's because he really didn't get a lot of recognition because he played for UConn. You know, nobody really watches UConn like that, and they're not on national TV, so you know, you really didn't get to see, you know, get a chance to see who this guy was. But at the combine, he showed his skills, man, and you know, it might be a risk taking him, you know, because we haven't seen too much film on him. But I mean, the film that we do see from UConn, he was playing pretty well from what I've seen, man. And he's a big cornerback, man. I think that's where the game is transitioning to on defense, as in getting these big cornerbacks that can cover these big wide receivers and you know, can kind of swallow these short, you know, faster wide receivers. You know, 'cause I think the age of the smaller cornerback has kind of gone away from the game, and now it's all about these big cornerbacks like Richard Sherman and Patrick Peterson and things like that. So I think the guy from UConn, man, Obi is a really good cornerback that you know, in the second round that we need to take. You know, because I don't really think Ross Cockrell is the guy for us. You know, he doesn't really play good man coverage like that. He's a decent corner. He's not bad, but he's not great either. He's an okay type of cornerback. But personally, I really do think we need to look for another one because I like Artie Burns, but we need another young cornerback to go alongside of him, and I think that would be a great fit by grabbing that cornerback from UConn, man. And last but not least, man, looking for a quarterback. You know, a quarterback to come in and take Ben's place or develop to be able to take Ben's place when he leaves. Some reports out there that are saying they like Patrick Mahomes. They were looking at Patrick Mahomes and Josh Dobbs from Tennessee. And I don't know, man. You know, I really don't know. I like Josh Dobbs, a very smart guy, man. You know, I think he's like he does rocket science type stuff or some shit like that. But I really like what, you know, he brings to the table, man. And you know, he's a good, you know, he's calm, poised in the pocket, you know. So you know, we'll see. You know, on the other side we got Patrick Mahomes from Texas Tech, man. This guy, man, he's a gunslinger, dude. You know, he kind of reminds you of Ben Roethlisberger, a little bit shorter. You know, not as big, but kind of reminds you of Ben Roethlisberger. You know, Brett Favre, a type of guy that's gonna just make, you know, he's gonna throw it no matter what. You know what I'm saying? He's a guy that really truly believes in his arm, and so he's gonna sling that thing, man. He has a big arm. You know, he's the type of quarterback that you know, when he throws the ball, he might make a lot of bad throws, but he might make a lot of good throws too because he is just that confident in his arm, and you know, and when you listen to him talk, man, he carries himself very well. You know, he once again he really loves the game of football, man. Cause I think coming out of high school, I was watching a TV show earlier. He was offered $1.4 million to play baseball, and he turned that down straight out of high school because he wanted to go play football because he really loved football, man. And that's, you know, that's the type of player I like, man. But you know, and if he's there in the third round, fourth round, you know, I think we take him, you know, to develop him and see if he, you know, is the right guy for us, or we take Josh Dobbs, man. I'm fine with either one. I'm also comfortable with Landry Jones, but the Steelers might not be. If they take a quarterback in this draft, then that shows me signs that, okay, maybe they're not that comfortable with Landry Jones, so they take in another young quarterback to see if he will develop and be better than Landry Jones and be able to take over Ben's spot when he's done, because Ben looks like he's gonna be done in the next couple of years, man. So that's why I'm hoping we can get this Super Bowl this year, man, for Dan Rooney, man. It was a sad day, man, for Dan. and Dan Rooney's family and the Steelers organization, man, from his passing, man. But he was one of the greatest owners to ever own a team in this NFL, man. In the NFL, man, he was the greatest owner in my eyes. I know I'm being a little bit biased, but I think he was one of the greatest owners to ever own a team in the NFL, man. So hopefully we can do, we can win the Super Bowl for him this season, man. Just the whole 2017 season is dedicated to Dan Rooney and his family, man. Hearts out go to him and his family, man. Prayers up, man. Rest in peace, Dan Rooney. But yeah, man, that was my take on the draft this year coming up, man, and what I think we should do, man. Hey, next week we're gonna see, man, what we actually do in this year's draft, man. Hopefully we get some good players, man, and we address what we need to be able to make that next step to get to Super Bowl and beat the Patriots to get to Super Bowl. The Patriots are always in our way, so we need some guys to come in to feel what we need to get past them, man. And we're so close. We're like right there, man, to getting that seventh Super Bowl, man. So appreciate you guys for watching, man. Don't forget to smack that like button, smack that. Oh, damn, my bad, y'all. I'm just tripping, but smack that like button, man. Subscribe, and it's your boy Steelers Maniac. We out, bitch.